The growth in the number of Hispanic students has grown 400% in the past 20 years. The Kansas Association of School Boards says this first ever look at the growth of minority students in the state's public schools is an eye-opener. Surprisingly, most of that growth, statewide, is from students born in America but who do not speak a lot of English at home. The challenge that many of these students face is coming into a classroom where it is expected that they learn to speak, read, and write in English.
The Latino dropout rate is one of the highest in the nation because we have not invested our intellectual resources in preparing teachers to work effectively with ELLs.
So how can educators bridge the gap in communicating with their Hispanic students?
Hello, my name is Kim Thorpe and I'm a principal at Ridgeview Elementary in Olathe, Kansas. Our school has a very high Hispanic population. About 75% of our students are Hispanic, and then it's a very high rate of low-income families in this area. It's a very challenging position, but I love what I do, and one of the things that I've always wanted to do was to be able to communicate better with our families. I have had a little bit of Spanish in my life, and so there's some words and phrases that I had, but not a comfort level that came with being able to communicate. So last year I received an email from Kansas City, Kansas Community College, and it was talking about a course for administrators and teachers that they could take to help learn the language and to improve their language. So after checking it out, I decided to take the course last summer, and it was an excellent course, and I highly recommend it to anybody that's looking to improve or even to learn the Spanish language. The class size was fairly small. It was all people that were in the educational world. Every day in the course this summer we were expected to study from the night before. We had a list of vocabulary and phrases that we needed to be able to have mastery of. So we would come to the class, we would actually spend time practicing with others. We did some role playing, but it was a constant use of the Spanish language, which I think makes a big difference when somebody's trying to learn a language.
Since my principal took the Spanish classes, I have seen how much she has learned and how much she has improved her Spanish skills. She seems to be more confident when she's speaking to our students, our parents, and even our staff.
When I came back to work this year, especially even enrollment day, our first encounter with all of our Hispanic families, I was just way more confident in taking that risk of saying something to them in Spanish. It may not be 100% correct, but we were able to communicate, and just to see their eyes light up because I made an attempt to speak in their language made it worth it. So if you're thinking at all about wanting to learn Spanish or to improve your Spanish, I would highly recommend this course. It's wonderful.